Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with episodes 1 through 3, Volume 1, Rwby, or otherwise known as, which I never knew until now, Rooster. I actually saw a video when I was looking up all the stuff I needed to know to get into this, the trailers, everything. There is actually a video of a guy that is 20 seconds long pronouncing Rooster. He's like, you could always say Rwby, but the more popular pronunciation is Rooster, which is great. I never noticed before. I always thought it was an acronym and it all stood for something. Then when I popped it up, I'm like, wait, it's red, white, black, yellow. But regardless of how you want to say it or how you want to put it, Rooster is a way you could do it. I also did go back. If you watch the trailer reactions, I watched all 4 trailer reactions for the girls, and I got their names. I didn't get their names during the trailer reactions, but I got Blake and I got Yang, which is black and yellow. And I'm like, I might as well find out the other 2 names because I don't want to spend the first 2 episodes wondering or thinking like, did I hear that? Did I get the name? Did I catch it? What if they don't say the names? And I go the first 3 episodes without knowing Red and White's names. So I looked it up. Rooster is red, which is pretty, fitting. And Weiss, if I'm not pronouncing that wrong, I think it was Weiss. Weiss is white. So I would have never guessed that. Rooster red kind of makes sense. Like grapefruit juice. I get Rooster red grapefruit juice all the time. Black is Blake. Yellow is Yang. They all match their names with the first letter of their color. I don't know anything other than that. We saw all the trailers. We saw that each girl has their unique weapon, their unique style, their unique color. They all have different personalities, too. Everything is very different with each girl. I think right now, even though they're all pretty cool in their own ways, and I don't really know a whole lot about them, I think my favorite might be Yang. Yellow, the last one, I dig the gauntlets. I don't know if that's what she calls them, but she had something very similar to League of Legends. I like her style. She almost has like a adventure type look to her, almost like a Indiana Jones safari adventure forest dweller. I don't know. Everybody else has their unique look, but the rest of them look like supernatural, sinister. Weiss, the white one, has a more classical look. She also looked like she was a singer. She got up in front of an audience and looked to be singing. It seemed like she was introduced, and then the next thing we know, she's fighting some giant shadow demon in an armored suit. And they all, I was going to say she, but all 4 girls handled their foes quite easily. But we started with Rooster red, and she took down like 24 werewolves by herself. That seemed to be the most violent. Then we had the robots, where we had this other dude come into the picture, and he kind of like helped us out. And then she cut the train and sent him his own way. I'm assuming that guy's going to come back into the picture, but why did we cut him loose? He assisted us. We were fighting tons of mechs, and that might have been the next violentest. Maybe even more violent than the werewolves. Yang fought a bunch of axe-wielding gang members, human people, with Junior and a bazooka and a giant bat, and they were in a nightclub, but they were human. So she handled them quite easily as well. I don't know. I'm curious to see what we got. We got Volume 1. We're going to do episodes 1 through 3. That will give us the first 30 minutes. All 3 episodes combined are roughly 30 minutes. All the trailers combined with my intro and exit were about 30 minutes. So we're going to do that, the trailers, which we already did. It's up on YouTube. And we're going to do this, which is the other half. Then the next 13 episodes will conclude Season 1. And if you split them down the middle, they're about 45 minutes to an hour each segment. We could finish off Season 1 with 2 more videos. Maybe we'll do 6 or 7 and then 6 or 7 and then split it. Somehow we'll get Season 1 done, depending on Jojo He. But they are the new tier level members. Super Saiyan requested Rooster, and so we do it. If you guys are loving this, thank them for the fact that we even jumped into it. If we continue it, I don't know. Sometimes we go on to other things. Sometimes we continue these shows. We might continue it. Check the description for the link for Patreon. Full unedited access to all the exclusives on Patreon. We got Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Rooster, The New Justified, Legend of Korra, Death Note. My Hero Academia is restarting. We just finished Glitter Force, or we're about to finish it very soon. A whole series of Glitter Force. Hundreds of movies and shows. Check the description for the link. If not, Season 1, or Volume 1, Episodes 1 through 3 of Rooster. That was a long one. I talked for like 6 minutes.
Stories scattered through time.
Oh my god, it's Low.
Mankind has grown quite fond of recounting the exploits of heroes and
Blasted
villains,
a little.
forgetting so easily that we are remnants, byproducts of a forgotten past. Man, born from dust, was strong, wise, and resourceful.
All right.
But he was born into an unforgiving world. An inevitable darkness, creatures of destruction, the creatures of Grimm, set their sights on man and all of his creations.
Creatures of Grimm?
These forces clashed.
Like Grimm's fairy
It
tales?
seemed the darkness was intent on returning man's brief existence to the void. However, even the smallest spark of hope is enough to ignite change. And in time, man's passion, resourcefulness, and ingenuity led them to the tools that would help even the odds. This power was appropriately named dust. Nature's wrath in hand, man lit their way through the darkness. And in the shadow's absence came strength, civilization, and most importantly, life.
All right.
But even the most brilliant lights eventually
How many
flicker
castles?
and
4?
die.
4 castles.
And when they are gone, darkness will return.
All right. So there's 4 castles. Big surprise. I was going to say there's probably 4 territories. Look at this.
So you may prepare your guardians. Build your monuments to a so-called free world. But take heed. There will be no victory in strength.
From dusk till dawn.
Perhaps victory is in the simpler things that you've long forgotten.
Tools
Things that
and
require a
cartridges.
more honest soul.
That's Ruby Red. And the Axe Gang. It looks like the Axe Gang that Yang fought in the trailer.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to find a dust shop open this late?
Please, just take my lien and leave.
Shh. Calm down. We're not here for your money. Grab the dust.
What a bunch of bastards. You know how hard it is to find a dust shop open this late? That's why. No one's open this late, because you steal other shit. Crystals, books, tools, cartridges? Did I see cartridges? I thought I saw cartridges. Or it said crystals. Did it say crystals the whole time? Ruby is about to
hands in the air.
kill all these
You
people.
got a death wish or something?
Oh, she really didn't hear. I thought she was, like, sniping them or something.
I said, put your hands in the air, now.
Are you robbing me?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh. All right. So she really legitimately was just listening to music, not paying attention. I thought she was pretending. Well, we didn't have to break the guy's window, Ruby. It sounded like we're going to get some crazy good music from the trailers. Lots of different types.
Okay. Get her.
That dude kind of looks like the dude that was in Blake's trailer, but with, he had like a blindfold or like a bandana around his face, but he had that kind of hair, I feel like. Alright, well, if you see a woman standing outside a shop with a giant sickle gun,
Truly you were.
probably shouldn't fight her.
Well, Red, I think we can all say it's been an eventful evening. And as much as I'd love to stick around, I'm afraid
Cane gun.
this is where we part.
We have a cane gun. And that was a hell of a blast for a one-shot cane gun. And he has made his getaway.
You okay if I go after him?
Uh-huh. I thought he was going to be like, thanks for smashing my window. But I mean, hey, she saved all the dust
Persistent.
and the crystals. Pretty neat. This dude's got a gigantic private jet.
End of the line, Red!
And he's got the crystal. Ooh, but he gave it to us. Oh, that's not good. I think that was Blake. Pretty sure. Oh no, is that Weiss? Or is that somebody else? Who's that? Who are you? She doesn't look like the same girl. We may have just taken this man down.
We got a huntress.
A huntress? Who is that? Who's this? Coming out? Is she coming out to fight us? The pilot looked like they were coming out or something. We have darkened the skies and brought hail. Shards of hail. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Who's this? We didn't see a face. They're not showing a face. And they're pretty tough. They're doing a very good job of shadowing the face. I think they're getting away. Alright, they're out. Well, that was a bit of a battle.
You're a huntress. Can I have your autograph?
I hope you realize that your actions tonight will not be taken lightly, young lady. You put yourself and others in great danger.
They started it!
If it were up to me, you'd be sent home with a pat on the back and a slap on the wrist.
All right,
But
I'll take a pat on the
There's
back.
someone
and
here
a
who would
slap
like
on
to
the wrist.
meet you.
Ruby Rose. You have silver eyes.
Thank you.
So, where did you learn to do this?
Signal Academy?
They taught you to use one of the most dangerous weapons ever designed?
Well, one teacher in particular.
I see.
What's the name? Cookies? Whole dish of cookies? It's not a very healthy diet for a fighter, but it looks delicious. And
It's just that I've only seen one other
She's
scythe
going in.
wielder of that skill before. A dusty old crow.
That's my uncle. Sorry. That's my Uncle Crow. He's a teacher at Signal. I was complete garbage before he took me under his wing, and now I'm all like...
Uncle Crow. So she's
So
a
I've
young
noticed.
karate master
And what is
expert.
an adorable girl such as yourself doing at a school designed to train warriors?
Well, I want to be a huntress.
You want to slay monsters?
Yeah. I only have 2 more years of training left at Signal, and then I'm going to apply to Beacon. See, my sister's starting there this year, and she's trying to become a huntress, and I'm trying to become a huntress because I want to help people.
Are all 4
My parents always taught us
sisters?
to help others, so I thought, oh, might as well make a career out of it. I mean, the police are all right, but husband and huntresses are just so much more romantic and exciting and cool. Just, you know?
Because we heard at the end of Yellow Yang's trailer,
Do you know who I am?
Red
You're Professor Ozpin.
called her sister.
You're the headmaster at Beacon.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
You want to come to my school?
More
Yeah.
than anything.
Well, okay.
You're in. That was how easy it was. Because
I can't believe
we
my
also
baby
saw how
sister's
good
going
you
to
fight.
Beacon with me. This is the best day ever.
Yang.
Please stop.
But I'm so proud of you.
Really, sis, it was nothing.
What do you mean? It was incredible. Everyone at Beacon is going to think you're the bee's knees.
I don't want to be the bee's knees.
I
okay?
dig
don't
how
wanna
they
be any
shadow
kind of knees. I
all
just
the
wanna be
people.
a
They did this in the
normal girl
trailers,
with
too.
normal knees.
Whoever's
What's with you?
unimportant
Aren't you
is
excited?
shadowed.
Of course I'm excited. I got moved ahead 2 years. I don't want people to think I'm special or anything.
So she's young.
But you are special.
The robbery was led by nefarious criminal Roman Torchwick, who continues to evade authorities. If you have any information on his whereabouts,
Roman
please contact the Vale Police
Torchwick.
Department.
I dig that with
Back
the
to you,
red
Lisa.
fire hair.
Thank you,
Torchwick.
Cyril. In other news, this Saturday's Fauna civil rights protest turned dark
Lisa
when members of the
Lavender.
White Fang disrupted
All
the
lavender.
ceremony.
I love it.
The once peaceful
Looks like a more
organization
evil
has now
Thundercats.
disrupted.
Lisa Lavender.
Hello and welcome to Beacon.
Who's that?
My name is Glenda Goodwitch.
Oh,
You are among the
Glenda
privileged
Goodwitch.
few who have
That's
received the
Glenda
honor
the
of
Good
being
Witch from
selected
Wizard of
to
Oz.
attend this prestigious academy. Our world is experiencing an incredible time of peace, and as future huntsmen and huntresses, it is your duty to uphold it. You have demonstrated the courage needed for such a task. And now it is our turn to provide you with the knowledge and the training to protect our world.
She's got a wild-looking cape with pointy things. Looks like it comes to life or something. Beacon.
Look, you can see Signal from up here.
And that's where she went, Signal. Oh, we're high above the sky.
I guess home
I can
isn't
go
too far
twice
after all.
as high.
Beacon's our home now. Well, I guess the view isn't for everyone.
Airsick?
It was a nice moment while it lasted.
I wonder who we're gonna meet.
I just hope they're better than Vomit Boy.
Oh, yay!
Airships.
You puke on your shoe!
You know I love me some airships. Giant
Get away from me! Get away from me! Get away from me!
airship. Boom. I saw that image before, right there. All right, so we met the headmaster of Beacon. We're with Yang. Yang's our sister. I was starting to think maybe all four were sisters, but I think not. Ruby Red is younger, apparently. Vomit Boy over here looked like he was in the theme song, so he's important. I like that everything unimportant is shadowed. I said this earlier. I hate having to pay attention to things that I don't know whether or not are relevant. They're blacking out and shadowing everything that's not. Like, I don't need to know any of these people, clearly. They're shadow people. But Vomit Boy is
You
colored.
from Vale's got nothing on this.
Little versions. You know I love little versions of everything.
Easy there, little sister. They're just weapons.
Just weapons? They're an extension of ourselves. They're a part of us. Oh, they're so cool.
Well, why can't you swoon over your own weapon? Aren't you happy with it?
Of course I'm happy with Crescent Rose.
I
just
really
like
dig
seeing
the
new
shadow
ones.
people.
It's like meeting
Because I
new
get
people.
distracted by
better.
people in the background and stuff
Ruby,
thinking something's
come
up.
on, why don't you go try and make some friends of your own?
But why would I need friends when I have you?
Well, actually, my friends are here now. Gotta go catch up. Can't see 'em.
Wait, where are you going? Are we supposed to go to our dorms? Where are our dorms? Do we have dorms? I don't know what I'm doing.
And we fell on the
What
luggage.
are you doing? Sorry. Sorry? Do you have any idea of the damage you could have caused?
That's Weiss.
This is dust, mined
God,
and purified from
she
the
is
Sheen
so
core.
white.
What are you? Brain dead? Dust, fire, water, lightning, energy. Are you even listening to me? Is any of this sinking in? What do you have to say for yourself?
Yeah, my God. She sneezed a ball of fire at White. And there's Blake.
Unbelievable.
All right, so we got...
This is exactly the kind of thing I was talking about. I'm really, really sorry. You complete dolt. What are you even doing here? Aren't you a little young to be attending Beacon? Well, I... This isn't your ordinary combat school. It's not just sparring and
Weiss?
practice, you know. We're here to fight monsters, so watch where you're going.
He's a bit of a
Hey, I
biatch.
said I was sorry, princess.
It's Eris, actually. Weiss Shani, heiress to the Shani Dust Company, one of the largest producers of energy
Oh,
propellant in the world.
Heiress. I thought that was her
Finally,
name.
some recognition.
Weiss.
Same company,
Shani.
infamous for its controversial labor
Heiress.
forces and questionable business partners.
What? How dare! The nerve of...
All right. So Weiss is a bit of a
I promise
biatch.
I'll make this up to you.
Very uppity. She's an
I'm
heiress.
not the only one having a rough first day.
So hence the singing
So, what's...
and the rich look.
Welcome to Beacon.
Welcome to Beacon. Vomit Boy?
Hey. I'm Jean.
John?
Ruby.
You couldn't add a cooler name, John? Nothing against people named John, but
Are you the guy that threw up on the ship?
yes. All right, John it is. John the Vomit Boy. Everyone else
All
has
I'm
such
saying is that
unique
motion sickness
names.
is a much more common problem than people let on.
Look, I'm sorry. Vomit Boy was the first thing that came to mind.
Oh, yeah? What if I called you Crater Face?
Hey, that explosion was an accident.
Well, the name's Jean Arc. Short, sweet, rolls off the tongue. Ladies love it.
Do they?
They will. Well, I hope they will. I mean, my
John
mom always
Arc.
says that. Never mind.
So, I got this thing.
Whoa! Is that a scythe?
It's also a customizable, high-impact sniper rifle.
Sniper rifle sight.
It's also a gun.
Oh, that's cool.
So what do you got?
Oh,
I feel like every time she brings it out, she
the
destroys the
sword.
ground. Like, who fixes the
Yeah,
the
I've got a
cement?
shield, too.
Like,
So
she had to
what did they
ruin that
do?
beautiful Belgian black
Whoa.
tile. Good job, Vomit Boy.
The shield gets smaller, so when I get tired of carrying it, I can just put it away.
But
Good job.
wouldn't it weigh the same?
Yeah, it does.
Well,
But it's
I'm kind of a dork
easier
when
to
it comes to weapons. I guess I
take
did go a little overboard in
places.
designing it.
Wait, you made that?
Of course. All students at Signal forge their own weapons. Didn't you make yours?
It's a hand-me-down.
Apparently not.
My great-great-grandfather used it to fight in the war.
Sounds more like a family heirloom to me.
Pretty cool,
Well,
nonetheless.
I like it. Not many people have an appreciation for
Yeah,
the
I think that's
classics
pretty
these
good.
days.
Yeah. The
Honor
classics.
your family.
So why'd you help me out back there in the courtyard?
Why not?
Honor.
My mom always says, strangers are just friends you haven't met yet.
Hey, where are we going?
Oh, I don't know. I was following you. You think there might be a directory? Maybe a food court? Some sort of recognizable landmark? Is that a no?
That's a no.
Here we go. Episode 3. So far in the theme, I know everybody except the one dude in green. Hopefully we meet him and we met everybody for season 1. Oh, look at this. See? All we got to worry about is Yang.
Over here!
Everyone else
I
is
saved
Shadow.
you a spot!
Oh,
Thank you
hey,
for the assist.
I gotta go. I'll see you after the ceremony.
Hey, wait! Ah, great. Where am I supposed to find another nice, quirky girl to talk to?
It got louder.
How's your first day going, little sister?
You mean since you ditched me and I exploded?
Yikes, meltdown already?
No,
Since
I
you
literally
ditched me
exploded a
and I
hole in front of
exploded.
the school. And there was some fire, and I think some ice.
Are you being sarcastic?
I wish! I tripped over some crabby girl's luggage, and then she yelled at me, and then I sneezed, and then I exploded, and
Some
then she yelled
crappy
again.
girl's
And I felt
luggage.
really, really bad, and I just wanted her to stop yelling at me. You! Oh god, it's happening again!
You're lucky we weren't blown off the side of the cliff.
Oh my god, you really exploded.
It was an accident! It was an accident! What's this?
The Schnee Dust Company is not responsible for any injuries or damages sustained while operating a Schnee Dust Company product. Although not mandatory, the Schnee family highly encourages their customers to read
The
and familiarize
Schnee
themselves with this
family.
easy-to-follow guide to dust application and practice in the field.
Dust for dummies.
You really want to start making things up to me?
Absolutely.
Read this and don't ever speak to me again.
Look, it sounds like you two just got off on the wrong foot.
I think
Why
Weiss
don't you start
needs
over and try to be friends, okay?
Yeah, great idea, sis.
Yang
Hello,
also
Weiss.
looks like
I'm
she's
Rooster.
respected
Wanna hang out?
and tough
We
as
could go
crap.
shopping for school supplies.
Yeah, and we can paint our nails and try on clothes and talk about cute boys like tall, blonde, and scraggly over there.
Well, really?
Oh my god. No.
No.
I'll keep this brief. You have traveled here today in search of knowledge, to hone your craft and acquire new skills. And when you have finished, you plan to dedicate your life to the protection of the people. But I look amongst you, and all I see is wasted energy, in need of purpose, direction. You assume knowledge will free you of this, but your time at this school will prove that knowledge can only carry you so far. It is up to you to take the first step.
She fixed
You will
her.
gather in the ballroom tonight. Tomorrow, your initiation begins.
What's up with him?
Be ready.
He walks
You are
odd
dismissed.
with a cane, like he's
He
injured.
seemed kind
Or
of
was that just the animation?
Off.
It's almost like he wasn't even there.
I'm a natural blonde, you know.
Thanks, John. Yeah, something's up with the headmaster. I don't know. He was walking funny.
It's
he
like a
seemed
big
little
slumber
off.
party.
I don't think Dad would approve of all the boys, though.
I know I do.
They're all shirtless flexing, and he's in a onesie.
What's
Is he
that?
in a onesie?
A letter to the gang back at Signal. I promised to tell them all about Beacon and how things are going.
Aw, that's so cute!
Shut up! I didn't get to take my friends
In
with me
the
to school. It's weird not knowing anyone here.
What about John? He's nice. There you go. +1 friend. That's a 100% increase.
Pretty sure Weiss counts as a negative friend. Back to 0.
There's no such thing as negative
Yeah,
friends.
you can't have a negative
You just
friend.
made one friend and one enemy.
You either make a friend,
Look,
make a friend
it's
or you
only
don't.
been one day. Trust me.
You don't
You've
lose
got
a
friends
friend
all around
by
you.
not even
you
having
just
a
haven't
friend
met
to
them
begin
yet.
with. Blake is interesting.
That girl.
You know her?
Not really. She saw what happened this morning, but left before I could say anything.
Well, now's your chance.
I'm thinking she just likes to keep to herself, and she's trying to help out where she can.
Hello! I believe you two may know each other.
Aren't you that girl that exploded?
Yeah. My name's Rwby. But you can just call me Crater. Actually, you can just call me Rwby.
Yeah, don't start
Okay.
a bad nickname for yourself.
I don't know. Help me.
So, what's your name?
Blake.
Well, Blake, I'm Yang, Ruby's older sister. I like your bow.
Thanks.
It goes great with your
Cat ears.
pajamas.
Right.
Wait, is that a bow, or is she wearing?
Nice
cat
night,
ears?
don't you think?
Yes. It's lovely. Almost as lovely as this book. That
Leave me
I will
alone.
continue to read
She wants to read and be left alone.
as soon as you leave.
Yeah, this girl's a lost cause.
I guess
What's
that
it
is
about?
a bow. I thought it
Huh?
was a giant cat
Your
ears.
book. Does it have a name?
Well, it's about a man with two souls, each fighting for control over his body.
Oh yeah, that's real lovely.
I love books. Yang used to read me every night before bed. Stories of heroes and monsters. They're one of the reasons I want to be a huntress.
Why is that? Hoping you'll live happily ever after?
Well, I'm hoping we all will. As a girl, I wanted to be just like those heroes in the books. As someone who fought for what was right and who protected people who couldn't protect themselves.
That's very ambitious for a child. Unfortunately, the real world isn't the same as a fairy tale.
Well, that's why we're here. To make it better.
What's with the silver
I'm
eyes
so
too?
proud
He
of my
pointed out
baby
how she's got
sister.
silver eyes. That's very odd.
Well, Rwby,
Where's the
Yang,
cat?
it's a
What in
pleasure
the
to...
world is going on over here?
Why was there cat
Don't you
noises
realize
coming
some of
out?
us are trying to sleep?
Oh, not you again!
Shh, guys, she's right. People are trying to sleep.
Oh, now you're on my side.
I was always on your side.
Yeah, what's your problem with my sister? She's only trying to be nice.
She's a hazard to my health.
All right, guys, that is the first 3 episodes of Rwby. We got everybody from the theme song, except there was another younger guy who looked like he was in some sort of greenish shirt in the intro near where John was. John Arch, I think he said his name was. I, for a second, thought he was saying that was his full first name. I'm assuming his name is John Arch, not John Arch. Like, is that his first name? I highly doubt it, but that's what I thought at first. He has such a simple name compared to the rest of them. I mean, Blake and Rwby, I mean, they're not bizarre names, but they're more unique than John. Nothing against John, if your name is John. My name is Jay, a very simple name. But everybody had such unique names, like Weiss and Blake aren't that common. Rwby, probably a little more common. Yang, I do know a lot of Yangs. Mostly guys. I know like 2 or 3 guys named Yang. First names and last names. But I dig her the best still. She is the older sister of Rwby. She seems like she's got her shit together. She also is protective of Rwby because we find out Rwby is much younger. The rest of them, the other 3, are probably around the same age. I'm assuming college age because it seems like they went through the motions to get where they are. So I'm assuming they're 18, 19, 20, around there, maybe early 20s, give or take. But Weiss, I did not expect to be a biatch and a half. She is high society, heiress to whatever her family makes, Dust. She had a Dust for Dummies book. Her last name is Schnee, I think they said. And then we got Blake, who really we haven't touched on much. She helped out Rwby, defended her a little bit, went away with her book. She's obviously a big-time book reader. But she seems like she just wants to be left alone and kept out of things. However, I'm assuming that all 4 of these people unite in some form or another. But like I said, Rwby and Yang are sisters, so that's easy. Weiss, to me, seems like the most difficult to join our group. Blake seems like she was already being won over by Rwby. Seems like they have something in common with the book reading and stuff. And Rwby obviously knows her shit for her to have gotten to the level. And the headmaster literally said, oh, you want to be in my school? Good enough for me. And now we're flying in an airship. Beacon is the school. I said it many times, but I love that everybody that is unimportant is shadowed. I don't think I've ever seen that before in anything, animated or not, but I don't know how you do it in something non-animated. But so many times do I watch things and I'm like, is this guy in the background important? Because he's kind of like doing something weird that looks like it's important. There's no question in this show what is important, what is not. We walk into a room, everyone's in shadows except the headmaster and the Glenda, the Good Witch. Her name is literally Glenda the Good Witch, like Wizard of Oz, and Yang. So we immediately could see who was important in that room. You don't got to look anywhere else. I don't got to like overthink things or anything, which is one of the main things I do when I theorize, which could be good or bad, depending on how you look at it, because sometimes I go off onto rants about nothing that's important or relevant, and this kind of assists you. So let's see where we go from here. I don't know if we're going to continue this show. We likely will, but we're going to throw this one up on Patreon. It'll be exclusive over there. The trailers are all up on YouTube, so go check them out. You guys want to see more of what I do? Thank Jojo He for this even being done. And I got an idea of what the heck this is all about, and it's actually pretty captivating. Like, I was like totally in. We watched an hour plus counting the trailers, and it was pretty damn good. So you guys let me know what you think. In the description is the link for Patreon. As far ahead as possible with these full unedited Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Death Note, My Hero Academia, Glitter Force, Adventure Time, The New Justified, hundreds of movies and shows all in full unedited. Check the link in the description. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.